Hi, I'm John. This is my show, An American Scheme, where I'm proving that Diana Ross is Michael Jackson's actual mother. So, this Joey Moonwalking Kingdom, he had done a response video to this video I had made about him. I was yelling at him and stuff. It's kind of one of those things, it's like, I don't even really remember that video, when I made it and stuff. I remember making it and stuff, but I do so much stuff, it gets lost in time really quick and stuff. So, just to make it clear, I only have a YouTube page. I have only ever had a YouTube page. So, because I've seen a comment before, this is back in the River Gibbs time, right? I saw this, I think it was a young girl, and she had asked River Gibbs for help because an American Scheme was harassing her, I think in Instagram, okay? And it's like, shoot, that wasn't me. You know, I'm not in Instagram. So it's one of those things that, just so you guys make it clear, that if you see, because I have a clone here in YouTube, I have clones and stuff too, but if you see me ever in any of those Instagrams or stuff, unless I clearly notify you that, hey, I've opened an Instagram, it's not me, okay? Just so make it clear, because it's one of those things like with Joey, it's like, let's say some American Scheme clone came and started sending you direct messages and trying to have a conversation with you. It's like, that's the kind of way how you could be fooled and stuff. But there's things you need to just know, basic information. I'm not in there. That has nothing to do with me. So that's why I've never seen this video. Like I said, I don't go searching. I've never seen this. I got this from MJ Fan Exposure. Sent me the link to this video and stuff. So here, let me just play you a little clip of this.
Nobody fucking supports you because you're idiots. You're an idiot. You're a fraud, John. You're an idiot. We don't believe your Diana Ross story. I don't believe it.
Okay, this is what I say about what makes these fake fans. Because now, did he point out one of the piece of evidence? Did he debunk any of my evidence? Like, did he give an alternative conclusion to my interpretation of the evidence of what I'm seeing? Okay, so when I show evidence and I give an interpretation, it's a free world. You're a Michael Jackson fan. You're more than welcome to look at my evidence and give your interpretation of the evidence. But they don't ever do that. They're not capable of doing it. That's why I tell you it's fake fans, and it's all about them. So he says, I don't believe it. He thinks it's about him. I don't believe your story. It's not about you believing the story. It's about you being a Michael Jackson fan. Can you give an alternative explanation to the evidence of which I'm providing? This is what it's about. You have to challenge my evidence. Who cares if you like me or not? Who cares? None of that. That stuff doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. It's about Michael Jackson's views. It's about Michael Jackson's opinions, about Michael Jackson's real life. That's what I'm talking about here. And this is why I constantly call these people fake fans, because what I'm doing is talking about Michael Jackson. I'm actually talking about Michael Jackson. They just talk about themselves. All of them. And when they refuse to have real conversations about Michael Jackson, and they only want to talk about their opinions about Michael Jackson's clothes or their favorite song, but it's all about their opinion. They're not talking about Michael Jackson's feelings. Why did he create this song? What did the song mean to him? What is this stuff? They don't ever talk about that stuff. That's why I clearly say they're all fake fans. It's proof. There's no doubt. They're fake fans. They're not capable of dealing with the facts of the case, and they make it all about themselves. Oh, well, I don't care. I don't believe you. Okay, so let's talk about some simple Michael Jackson evidence. Okay, so I clearly say that Diana Ross is Billie Jean, that the song Billie Jean is about Diana Ross informing Michael Jackson that she was his real mother when Michael Jackson was about 10, 11 years old and living in Diana Ross's house after the Jacksons signed to Motown and moved to LA. So, because I know so much about the story and stuff, I can find the subtleties, the little details in there that says, just look at this. Okay, so what I have to do is I have so much evidence, I can't put all the evidence in one video. These people don't have the mental capacity to be able to absorb all of the evidence of what I bring and I show. So I have to just narrow it down to like the simplest little thing to try and wake them up, get them to actually deal with something. Okay, so now Michael Jackson wrote these words. Okay, I don't care about what you think the song is about or if you like the song. What I care about is Michael Jackson wrote these words. I want to know about why he wrote these words. What was the sentiments behind the meanings of the song and stuff. I want to know about what he's thinking. Michael Jackson, the words. So let's look at the words. So, Billie Jean's not my lover. So right off the bat, Michael's proclaiming that this Billie Jean person, this groupie who's like the known story, right? See, there is a known story about Billie Jeans that are groupies, right? But I also say that's Diana Ross. And remember, my story says Diana Ross got pregnant at 14 years old from a Smokey Robinson who was just starting his music career. So Diana Ross is a groupie, and she got pregnant, had a kid, abandoned the kid, all of this stuff. All of the stuff of what the known stories about Billie Jean, that all fits into the Diana Ross story when you know that Diana Ross got pregnant by Smokey Robinson, like because they're building Motown. The same stuff. The Diana Ross is a Billie Jean. Not only is she actually the Billie Jean song, she was a Billie Jean. She got pregnant. The story, it's about her too. It goes back and it relates in the same way. So, Billie Jean's not my lover. So, the known story about Michael having sex with some girl, or that he's just the father if somebody's claiming that, okay, so instantly right off the bat, Billie Jean's not my lover. So Michael's telling you, like right off the bat, I never had sex with this girl. Never had sex with this girl. So there's no possible way that I could be the father of her kid. No possible way. It's not possible because he never had sex with this Billie Jean person of what this song is about, right? So now, she's just a girl who said that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. What I'm trying to get you to understand is the simple thing that if you just read the words of the song, don't think you know what the song is about. Just read these words. Okay, she's just a girl who said, okay, so she's just a girl who said, okay, so right there when he's setting up the line of what comes after, she's a girl who said, he's telling you that the Billie Jean has said these words. Okay, so she's just a girl who said that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Now, when you just read it that way, it clearly is saying that Billie Jean says all of that. She's just a girl who said that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. She said all of that. Okay, but when you interpret the song as Michael saying the kid is not my son, and I say that's a misinterpretation. It's a misinterpretation, and Michael is not in the business of explaining his art to his fans. It's not an artist's job to explain. His job is to create the art, to be a performer, to go out and entertain. His job is not to explain, not this kind of art, not this stuff. It's not his job. And that goes with transitions to all artists. It's not their job to do that. But specifically with this song, Michael couldn't tell you what this song was about, because when you actually understand what it's about him not being a Jackson. So right there, he couldn't tell you what the song is about. He could give you directions and stuff, and which he would do. He would talk about Billie Jeans, but when you don't understand that he's talking about Diana Ross getting pregnant at 14 years old, then how do you ever relate like Diana Ross to Billie Jean? Like being a Billie Jean, it's like he would say things, but until you understood the larger context of what the song's about, you could never understand all of that stuff. But now that it's being explained, and now I can go and show you. Let's look at the song. She's just a girl who said that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. She said I am the one, but the kid is not my son. She says all of that. Michael doesn't say that line, the kid is not my son. And right there, when you understand that Michael doesn't say that the Billie Jean says it, that changes the whole song. Now, since the song has changed, now we have to look at it and say, well, what is this song about then? What is this? What is this song actually about? When you, like I said, all you have to do is, and it's one of those things that people, like Michael Jackson fan, no. It's not your job to say no. It's your job to think about it and just look at the simple line there. She said, I am the one, but the kid is not my son. The line starts off, she said. She says that. She says the whole thing. When you read it that way and you just understand that it could be that Billie Jean says that whole line. And when you read it that way, let's say if you just read it and take it at face value, that she says the whole line. Now, does it read properly? She said, I am the one, but the kid is not my son. It reads fine, but the explanation, the understanding of it is where people got all the confusion. But when you understand my story, then you understand what that actually means, okay? She said, I'm the one, that Diana Ross calls Michael to her room, because Billie Jean's not Michael's lover. Billie Jean is Diana Ross, who calls Michael to her room and tells him that she's his real mother, that he's the one. He's the love child of her and Smokey Robinson. And because Michael was given away as a child, it spawned all these events to happen. A lot of things happened because of Michael Jackson being born. It spawned all of these other events to happen. It allowed Diana Ross to get to Motown to become the head of Supremes. It spawned this Jackson 5 thing that happened because Michael was given to the Jacksons, so it allowed all the Jackson 5 thing. And then there's a lot more other stuff that happened. Like, there's even like the song Shop Around, which I say is about that event, that if Smokey, if he doesn't get Diana pregnant, then he never writes the song Shop Around. Shop Around is the first million-selling record for Motown. It's actually on Tamla. That's the song that establishes them, and it transitions it from Tamla to Motown. So Motown might not have ever been created if this Michael Jackson thing, because Smokey wouldn't have written Shopping Around. We don't know how things would have developed. So when she's saying I'm the one, it's Diana Ross telling Michael, you're the one, and he is the one. All these things happen because of his birth. There's all kinds of things that happen. Okay, so she says I'm the one. That's what would happen when Michael goes to the room. She calls me to a room. Now, Billie Jean's not my lover, so whatever is happening, because Michael says this happens much too soon. So something does happen. She calls me to her room. Something happened in the room. Okay, and when you go back and look, Michael's living in Diana Ross's house at about the time 10-11. That's why this happens much too soon. She calls me to her room. It's in Diana Ross's house. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene, because at the time Diana Ross is filming the movie Lady Sings the Blues, playing the character of Billie Holiday. She's got the name Billie. Like, that stuff it's not just coincidence. I couldn't make this stuff up. And I'm not making it up. When you go back and look at the actual events that are occurring at the time of which Michael would have been informed by Diana, as soon as he gets to LA, he's living in her house, she told him. And you know that she told him because when you look at like Michael Jackson's Moonwalk book, he says in there that when he was living with Diana Ross, that she would take him out alone over a period of 1.5 years and train him in the ways of the world and teach him about art and stuff like that. That's what happened. I'm not making any of this stuff up. Look at the actual time of which would be the time where Diana would inform Michael if she's his real mother, okay? Then she has the opportunity. That's why the Jacksons move into Diana Ross's, why they're staying with her, because there's no reason for the Jacksons to be living with Diana Ross. They're a band. What, they can't rent a house in LA? Motown can't rent a house for them? Because that's what happens when you know the true story of like Berry Gordy. Berry Gordy purchases houses and then he rents them to his artists. That's what he does. That's what he did with all his other artists in Motown. That was a common occurrence. So it's totally more common that Berry Gordy would have bought a house and rented it out to the Jacksons. There's no reason for them to be living with Diana Ross. That doesn't make there is no real reason for that, except that Diana Ross is actually Michael Jackson's mother. And now, if she is his real mother, that's when she wants to have this time, because she abandoned her kid. She wants this time back with her kid. Just look at the real facts, okay? If my story's true, look at the facts of what happened that would align with that, okay? Well, when the Jacksons moved to LA, they're living with Diana Ross. Michael says that Diana would take him out alone. Just the fact that they're living with Diana Ross, that doesn't make sense. Then Diana Ross has taken Michael Jackson out alone? That doesn't make sense. You're going to tell me Joe Jackson and Catherine, go ahead, Diana, you go ahead and build a relationship with Michael on your own. You take him away from all the other kids. So fine, go ahead, do what you want, Diana. Are you kidding me? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense. So when you actually look at the facts, and then, like I said, Diana's filming the movie playing Billie Holiday right at that time. And what's the first line of the song? She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. And Diana is playing Billie Holiday. She's more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I'm not making this stuff up. I just have explained it. I'm not making it up. That's the whole thing. And like I said, since now I'm explaining it, I can look at this and I can tell you, well, here's the problem with people's misinterpretation of the song Billie Jean, is that they think that Michael's saying the kid's not my son, but they don't understand. And like when you actually just go back and look at the words, she said, I'm the one, but the kid is not my son. She says all of that. So the explaining is, Diana's explaining to Michael when she calls him to the room, she says, I'm the one. Like I explained, he's the one, but the kid is not my son. So now let's explain that. Let's look at the reality. Diana says to Michael, you're the one. You're the love child of me and Smokey and all that stuff, right? She says he's the one. She tells him that. But then Michael is part of the Jackson family. He died as a Jackson. That's what the proof shows. That doesn't matter about whatever relationship Michael had with Diana Ross. The facts is that Michael remained a Jackson because in the song, the lie becomes the truth. Okay, the lie has become the truth. So Diana tells Michael, I'm your mother and you're the one and all this stuff. But then she also tells him, but you're a Jackson. So she also tells him, but you're not my son now. You're their son. See how that, now Billie Jean says all of that. She's just a girl. She's just a girl who said that I'm the one, but the kid is not my son. That's what Billie Jean's not my lover. She's this girl who says that I'm the one, but the kid's not my son. That's what's happening here. How can I make this shit up? It's clearly a much better understanding of what's occurring when I'm explaining it. And you explain it to the actual real life events that are occurring in Michael Jackson's life. You link that up to the actual words of the song and you see it all matches up. So now let's go a little bit further. So now, let me just show you this clip really quick.
It could be part of my family.
Yes.
We have a lot of the same bone structure and a lot of skin color.
Michael does not.
Okay, so one thing I showed this to Matt's FTR, and I told him to tell me about what Diana Ross said, and he said so Matt couldn't deal with what Diana Ross says, so he acknowledges what the host is. Okay, so who's got a better opinion? Like whose words here are more valid? Diana Ross speaking about Michael Jackson, and what does she say? He could be part of my family because we got the bone structures the same and all of our skin color. Okay, so then the announcer guy, he's not prepared to know what Diana's going to say there. So his little jokey interpretation, so what? It's just a little joke. He's not the great friends with Michael Jackson. He hasn't spent years with Michael Jackson. So whose opinion here matters more? Diana Ross's words or the frickin' host? And then Matt's FTR, I said, deal with this. He doesn't deal with this. He dealt with what the host said. This is what I'm saying about you fake fans, how they can't deal with anything. I said, deal with what Diana says. He didn't deal with what Diana said. He dealt with what the host says after that. And it's like, Jesus Christ, who cares what the host said? He's just a host and making a joke. What's important is this is Diana Ross, who's great friends with Michael Jackson. And when she spoke about Michael Jackson, she says, I am the one, but the kid, no, she said, he could be part of my family. That's what she said. Now because that's not Diana calling Michael, like, oh, this is my kid, whatever, the stuff like that, and stuff that could be misinterpreted because she's an older woman and stuff, and she's trying to show admiration for this kid and stuff, right? And people say, oh, that's part of the black culture and stuff. This can't be misinterpreted. She said, he could be part of my family. And not only could he be part of my family, not because he's got talent and stuff like that. She said he could be part of my family because we got the same bone structure. A lot of our bone structure is the same. And then the guy said, oh, Michael did now because he had all the surgeries, right? Okay, but that was just emphasizing the face. The surgeries would be related to the face. But she said bone structure, right? So let's look. Bone structure. Look at their physiques, their bone structure. It's not just the face, it's their the body, the form of the body. When you actually look at it too, it's everything. Because they have the same teeth. When you actually look at stuff, and see now, Michael has Smokey Robinson's nose, and he's got Smokey Robinson's lips and chin, but inside his mouth, he's got Diana Ross's teeth. It's funny when you see it, because when you actually see it and understand, you can see, oh man, but Michael definitely has the body frame of Diana Ross. It's not just like the face thing of what like Matt's FTR was trying to say, oh yeah, the surgeries thing, yeah, it's like, no, it's a bone structure, it's all of it. You look at their shoulders and their arms, you look at their legs, their butts, everything. I've done videos about this stuff. It's their whole body. It's bone structure. It's all of it. Now this video, when you see that the outfit they're wearing, now here's Michael and Diana dressed identical. They're wearing the same exact outfit, okay? Now this took place before the Billie Jean song. This is in 1981, so this is before Motown 25. But now, when you go to Motown 25, okay, so this is one of the things that Matt's FTR had made that song about Beat It, and he was trying to explain all the little subtleties and the hidden meanings behind the things in the video. Now, the video's not directed by Michael Jackson. It's a music video. It's a different a form of entertainment. It's a different genre. A video is not the same as like a performer on stage. A video is a different form of it's a different genre. With a director, there's different messages. Okay, so Michael's not 100% in control of everything that's taking place in a video, and it's relating different messages, which Michael is participating in. He's participating in that genre of making videos, and he understands that you're trying to relate different messages and do different things through imagery and stuff like that. But when Michael's doing a performance, he's in total control of this. Okay, so now, like I said, this is the Motown 25 performance of Billie Jean. So, first of all, Billie Jean's not a Motown song. Okay, so when you look at all the other songs that were performed, that all Motown songs. But Billie Jean was not. Billie Jean's not a Motown song. But this song was allowed to be played, and this performance was allowed to be done. Now, on this performance, Michael says, he gives the excuse of what I've heard is like the jacket that he says, oh, I just grabbed the jacket out of Catherine's closet. Now, do we know that story, even if Diana, or even if Catherine confirms it or whatever, okay, even with all of them confirming it, we still don't know that that's true. We can hear him say that, but we don't actually know we don't know that story. And if he did get something from Catherine and put the jacket on, but look at what the jacket is covering up, the shirt. Okay, so Michael Jackson, look at all the other stuff. Like he had the hat on earlier in the song. He's got the gloves. He's got the shiny socks and stuff. I would say it's pretty safe to say that Michael took a lot of consideration and thought into what he was going to wear at that performance. It's not something that he just threw together. And maybe he makes that statement about the jacket to say, oh, I just threw it on, to try and cover up how actually direct he was actually thinking about what he's wearing here, because that shirt that he's wearing is the same shirt that he's got on with the Diana Ross here. That's the same shirt. So now, when I'm telling you that now it's the Motown 25, and like I said, that Michael being born, it happened right at the beginning of the where Motown was being developed with Berry. It was before Motown. It was when it was called Tamla. Michael's conceived, and they have to figure out all that stuff, and which then leads to the Shop Around song, all of that stuff, right? So the Motown 25, this is Berry Gordy and Diana Ross and Smokey Robinson, what was happening right there in the beginning. So Michael then coming back to perform like Billie Jean, which is the song about Diana Ross, he's telling that stuff. So they all understand that there's a larger picture of what's taking place here. They all understand that there's a much bigger story going on, and that's why Michael's allowed to perform that song on that stage. And so, like I said, the Billie Jean is about Diana Ross informing Michael that she's his real mother. So then when Michael goes to Motown 25 to perform Billie Jean, that song, he puts this outfit together, but when he does the outfit, the shirt that he wears is the shirt that he had previously wore on this performance of like Rock With You with Diana Ross, where they're wearing identical outfits. That's not just a coincidence. How's that? And then Michael and it's like, and then when you look at the outfits they're wearing, that actually, it's like, look how close that is to the actual Billie Jean outfit. It's just that the pants are white, you know? It looks like he's got white pants on and black socks. So it looks like he changed that around and he put on black pants with the shiny white socks with the white glove. But it's really similar. Actually, he's got like a bow tie on there too, which is like a white thing. But that's kind of like the variation from this to what the Billie Jean outfit is very, very close. Like the same type of pants. He got the loafers. He just changed it up a little bit, but it's almost identical. But it is the same shirt. That's the same shirt. I've looked at it really close and studied it, and then Michael kept wearing their shirts. Like there's a time where he gets an award for like Guinness Book World Records award, and he's wearing jeans, but he's wearing that shirt. He's wearing that shirt at that award show. He's wearing that shirt. And that was actually after, because I've done this, it was after he got burned. And I believe in the video when he got burned, he's got that shirt on. And then after the video where he got burned, where he had that shirt on, then it was after that he does the Guinness Book of World Records ceremony thing that he does, and he's wearing that shirt again. So that shirt, it's showing that shirt has significance, importance to Michael Jackson. He always wore that shirt. And it's like, well, is it just because he likes the shirt and it looks cool? Or is there a bigger meaning to it? Well, when you actually go back and trace the origins of the shirt, you find out that that's the shirt that he wore on that performance with Diana Ross where they were identically dressed. She's wearing the shirt too. And like I said, she's his real mother. Billie Jean is about Diana Ross. Diana Ross is Billie Jean. And so when you just connect the stuff, you see that this is Michael Jackson. This isn't a video like where Matt's FTR is trying to emphasize so much about the subtleties of the video, right? Okay, well, if you're willing to look at the subtleties and the meanings behind the little subtleties of the videos, how come you can't do it with this? This is Michael Jackson's Motown 25 performance, and look at the shirt he's got on. It's the same shirt of where he wore the same outfit with Diana Ross. Now, what's going to have more of a subtle meaning? Something in a video or this? Michael knew that this performance was going to be like iconic performance of all time. And when he chose to put a shirt on and when he put together the outfit for this performance, what is the shirt that he chose? That shirt. And you're going to so you're going to tell me, oh, the video, look at the subtleties and the things, and oh, that means this and that all means that. But then you're not going to acknowledge that maybe this shirt is of importance. This is not a video. This is the performance of where Michael was totally in control of what he was doing here. Fully aware of that this performance is going to be iconic performance. He's trying to lay this down to be the greatest performance of all time. And then when you understand the larger context, it's because the song Billie Jean is about him being informed by Diana Ross, who is Billie Jean, that she was his real mother. Now you can see the larger context. And like I said, when you go back and just look at the words, and like I said, you watch that video of Diana Ross, what's she saying? Oh, Michael could be part of my family. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not making it up at all. Then when you look at the words, Billie Jean's not my lover. She's just a girl who said that I'm the one, but the kid is not my son. Look at my explanation of it. Look how perfectly it explains all of it. Everything. All of it. And when you just look at how it's written. She said, I'm the one, but the kid is not my son. She said, the line starts off, she said, I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Just look at it, and you have to just say, okay, well, you know what? She does say that. She said, I'm the one, but the kid is not my son. So when you could just look at it and understand that she said it, then you got to come to it's like, well, what does that mean then? If she said, I'm the one, but the kid's not my son, because when she says the kid is not my son, how does that fit Groupie claiming that Michael's the father of her child? That doesn't fit at all. It doesn't make any sense. That's why it's so funny because it's such a simple little thing, but it's so incredibly difficult for people to see it. This is like one of these weird things in the world and how it is with art. It's so simple when you just look at it. She says that line. She said, I'm the one, but the kid is not my son. I mean, he said, she's just a girl who said that I'm the one, but the kid is not my son. He repeats it. She said, I'm the one, but the kid is not my son. She says that. And just look at how it's written. She said, I'm the one, but the kid is not. She says that. She says that. But how does that explain this Billie Jean claiming that Michael's the father of her child? That doesn't make any sense, right? So people just said, oh, well, Michael's the one saying the kid's not my son. They took that on their own because they have their own version of what they think the song is about. And when they're trying to take their version of what they think the song is and apply it to the lyrics of the song, then they say, oh, well, Michael's saying that the kid's not my son. Okay, but when you just look at the line, she said, I am the one, but the kid is not my son. She said, he says it right there. How does he start the fucking line? She said. She says this. She said, I'm the one, but the kid is not my son. She said that. And how do you explain it? Oh, well, that's what Diana Ross told Michael when she tells him that she's his real mother. She tells him he's the one. But because Michael's living in the Jackson's house, she also tells Michael that you're not my son. You're officially a Jackson, and you're going to stay living with the Jacksons. That explains it. That's what she said. She said, I'm the one, but the kid is not my son. This is Michael speaking from the heart. This is his inner pains, and this is his soul. This is who Michael Jackson is. This is his identity. These are the words of what he wrote down to try and leave behind a trace of his true existence in this world. This is Michael Jackson. And if you don't care about this and you don't see that this is true, then, like I say, you're a fake Michael Jackson fan. You're only stealing from Michael Jackson. And the reality, the reason you're doing that is because you're a total pathetic loser in your real life as who you are, and you can't accept you being the loser of what you are, so you're having to cling on to this Michael Jackson legacy, of which there's a bunch of other people out there doing the same fucking thing. And then you guys, now you've got a community. You're part of a community. That's all about you. It's all about you. All of you. You're all fake. You're all fake. Total fucking losers. Not one of you actually cares about who Michael Jackson is. Who is the guy who had this life experience of which he documented in his artwork, of which you try to appreciate and say that you're such a big fan of. But are you a fan? No. You're not a fan of his artwork. You're not a fan of the actual person. You don't care about his true life experience of what caused him, what he had to actually deal with, which allowed these words to be written.